hope this is enough money, right?
Yeah.
Hey! We have enough money! Let's go!
Yes! Yes!
Come on!
I'm going slow. Okay, I maybe survived, but maybe some serious injuries.
Look at another train. That's the crash. Hey, is that a good morning?
Tell me when the scary part's over. Maybe yes.
That's actually pretty funny. Phoenix says hi.
Okay, let's using. Okay, I'm just gonna be like J. Paul right now. Okay, bye bye.
Hello. Hi.
Please.
You guys look like you're having fun.
Train's on, train's on, train's on. Not
And a coffin. And a freaking cloud.
I have my wand. I am armed.
That was awesome. I want to
For the first time I ever played
I think we're in pretty good shape. I'm I'm Bill Hawkins from the Lions Club. Just want to talk a couple of minutes about Haunted Train Ride. We've been doing this, 10 years or more. It's one of the more successful things we do. What's really great about it is we do it in partnership with our friends from NCL. It gets kind of two demographics, a very young group, a little bit older group working together. Why do we do it? Because we saw there was a gap in things that people could do around Halloween time, and we said we could provide a really fun, safe, and spooky place for the kids to come. So we put about 1,800 people through here on the train. We have the young kids come in the daytime and they have a lot of fun, and then we have the older kids and parents coming. We spook the heck out of them, and it's really a great time. Whether you work in the parking lot and you see the kids getting out in their outfits and they're all psyched up, no matter how cold it is, they got their costumes on, or if you're working loading kids onto the train, or you're seeing them coming off just all excited coming out of the ghoul bus. It's just a blast.
Concept, go stand down there and tell me what it looks like coming in. See what else we need to fix. I first got involved with the Haunted Train Ride as part of NCL. I was on the board doing publicity, so I ran around town and put signs up and told everybody about it. But then I started getting involved with the planning and the decorating, and I've been involved for every year of it. It's one of my favorite things, but I love Halloween, so I think everyone should be involved with it. It's one of my favorite events in Norfolk because it brings together different community groups who decorate different scenes in the woods. So the Norfolk Fire Department's here, part of the police department's here, Girl Scouts are here, Boy Scouts are here, the Lions are here, NCL's here. Other groups that just want to be part of it have approached us, and they've been part of it for many years too. So it's a great way for the whole community to come together and celebrate Halloween. So it was devised as something to be in between the super scary spooky world and a pumpkin walk. And we have such a treasure here with the Holmes train, and Mr. Holmes is so wonderful to let us use it for the night and let us invade his property for a few days beforehand to set this up and clean it up. It's just wonderful to see the kids' expressions coming through and see the parents and just big smiles on their face or screams of terror. Depending upon what's going on, but it's such a unique thing, and it's just such a community treasure that's my favorite part of it, is just being involved with that whole portion of it.
Norfolk Community League and the Lions start working in June, and we meet every couple of weeks until September. Then we start meeting every week to put all of this together, and it basically takes a ton of coordination between the two groups and tons of volunteers from Norfolk Community League, the Lions, and a ton of teenagers from surrounding schools, King Philip, Tri-County, Franklin, Medway, Millis, anywhere we can get kids from that are willing to help, they come down and help us out.
So my name is Kim Shura, and I am co-chair of the Haunted Train Ride. I represent the NCL, and I work with Lynn Covell and a lot of the Lions. We get together in June and we determine a date.
So in order to put together an event like this, there's a devoted committee that starts working on this pretty much the day that this ends. So we start planning for the next year. We look at what worked this current year and we roll it forward to what we need to improve in next year. We start meeting regularly in June and start planning what groups are going to be involved, who's going to carve pumpkins, how are we going to get all the communication about tickets out to all the parties that need to be involved. And we meet twice a week until September, and then we meet every week. And those meetings take place, they're about 2 hours long, and we talk about every single minutia of detail about how cars are going to come in, how people are going to go out, how long they're going to stand in line, how are we going to get them onto the train so they can ride, how are we going to make this a really safe event. So what do the venues need to do? How many kids are we going to need to help us out to run this? Because we can't run it with just the Lions or NCL, we need a community effort. So we use about probably 50 to 60 teenagers who do it for community service, but also for the fun of it. These are moving trains. There's a high risk for injury. So our utmost priority is safety. Secondary, it's fun, but first and foremost, it's being safe about running this event with moving trains and making sure everyone has a great experience. So it's a ton of effort. And then there's people putting together scenes. So we're painting, we're running around looking for supplies, we're coming up with a different theme every year, we're finding actors to be in our scenes, all those kind of little things. So it's a huge effort.
Well, the Haunted Train Ride takes a lot of manpower to put together. There's just, I don't know, there's probably over 100 volunteers, maybe close to 200 actually. So it just takes a lot of effort to put it on, and we appreciate any help that we can get from people. And I like it because I think it's a great community event. It's great coming here that night and just seeing all your friends and neighbors and all having a good time. And for me, I like planning it because I like doing this for NCL. I like being part of the community. I like seeing the community here, and I really enjoy working with the committee. They're a great group of people, and we just work together so well. It's a lot of fun.
I would say the best part about the Haunted Train Ride is seeing the kids' faces and the excitement that they get from coming and riding the train and coming to get their tickets and getting some baked goods at the Haunted Cafe. And my kids love it. They love hearing about it every week when I come home, and I'm able to tell them what we've planned at the meeting and what the next step's going to be. And it's just it's fun. A great group of people.
This event is important to Norfolk Community League. First and foremost because it is a fundraiser. This does raise a lot of money for charitable organizations throughout the community. So that is the importance of it. That's why we do it.
The best parts of the Haunted Train Ride is that the event raises money that stays right in Norfolk. So all the proceeds go back to Norfolk Lions and Norfolk Community League. They are distributed based on their policies, but typically all of those funds stay right inside the town. So over the years, the police department has benefited, the schools, the senior center, the food pantry, Stony Brook, the Grange. We've really hit the library. We've really hit every aspect of life in Norfolk. And that's, again, one of my favorite things too, is that all of the money that we raise stays local. It makes a huge impact. So people are coming out having fun, we're raising some money, and it's going to really good causes.